Welcome to this protected space. Welcome to this environment of high frequency. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness to everyone who come into this space. As you come into this space, please come cleansed and transmuted. Please come with pure intent. Please come with sincere interest. Or please do not come at all. With that being said, I release the energy of anyone that come into this space, cleansed and transmuted. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness, peace and power to the family. We get a little incense and things going. I've been trying these new copal incense. I find them very refreshing and very good for cleansing your space, your environmental space, along with the sage of Palo Santo. It has a very feel-good energy, copal resin incense. We're gonna break a little bread today, family. I don't know who this for, but in life, I have had my down times as well as I have had my up times. I have been in periods in my life that I wanted to give up, but somehow I got through. And if somebody find themselves in that space, just know you'll get through too. You know, God is real. Tap in. I don't know who that's for, but that's for somebody. Wow. Been talking about some things since the new year has dawned. And sometimes as we approach newness, old things pop up. As they say, the closer we get to the dawn, sometimes the darker that it get. So as I said before, I don't know who I'm talking to. You're gonna get through it. Sometimes it's just knowing how to unplug from all you don't attach yourself to. And it's odd that I was just led to say that, because that's really what I'm gonna talk about today. Because it's a downside to law of attraction when you're attracting the wrong things, because you haven't cleared some things out, so what you actually want can come in. So let's talk about it to all those who are into the law of attraction. And with that being said, to all those who are in the law of attraction, because I'm into the law of attraction, but I have learned some things that I'm about to share. Probably you learned these same things. I'm sure we all have discovered when it comes to the law of attraction that it don't work like we was told. And to some degree, don't have nothing to do with what we was told. Especially when it comes to sitting around saying a whole bunch of mantras and affirmations, or sitting around wishing and thinking, or sitting around doing wishful thinking. It's way beyond that. It's way beyond the meditation. It's way beyond prayer. It's way beyond yoga. It's way beyond going to church or going to the mosque or masjids. It's a lot of work, because it's an accumulation of all those things. And furthermore, it's a lot of work because other people are involved actively. See, law of attraction just don't have to deal with what we want. Reason being, because in the what we want factor, 9 times out of 10, it's connected to somebody else in order for it to get to you. I let us sit in that for a minute for a reason. And the reason being because there's an action and attraction. And what's so funny when this was being given to me is, it's right there in the word. There's an action in attraction. Just look at the word, it's right there. Action. Action. I hope y'all found some humor in that, because I am. It's fundamental. Attraction. Action is right there in the word. So that says to me that it must be a balance between doing, which is a masculine energy of force, and allowing, or going with the flow, being one with the flow, which is a feminine energy of force. So there it is. We're seeing yin and yang at play, family. So in further analyzation, what that showed me is you can be off balance by either forcing a lot or too much, or allowing too much or not enough. If so, wherever we find ourselves in one of those two places, because we must become our own justice, meaning we must become our own scale for balance and harmonization in our lives. Anytime we see ourselves tilted, no matter how much a slight degree, we're going to see an effect. We're going to see an effect of that in our life. Just pay attention. I'm saying that to say we don't have to force or chase nothing. Not if we're dealing with law of attraction and the law of action, because it's right there in the word. Action. We don't have to force or chase anything. And we attract great things by being true to ourselves, by finding the greatness within ourselves. Life experiences and the lessons that we have come with life experiences has pretty much given us all the tools, given us all the signs, giving us all the circumstances and experience that we will need to move forward. As well, because we still talking about law of attraction, doing and allowing. And as I said previously, it's not about just sitting still waiting for something to happen. You have to know what your part is in helping create the thing that it is you desire, in thought and speech and in your actions. Like I said, other people are involved. So energetically, vibrationally, by way of frequency, we attract the other people who are going to be players in the thing to be manifested. You got to help create the thing it is that you are attracting in your thought, in your speech, and in your actions. See, a lot of people want good things. A lot of people want good things and ain't being good people. It's just a fact. When I was a little boy, I was taught to share and to share alike. To give and receive. What I didn't realize as a child was, and many of us probably didn't, we was being taught the law of attraction. As well, we was being taught the law of action. I know a lot of people who don't know how to receive from anybody, even those close to them. I was like that myself. I'm trying to break up out of it, but that's something to look at. I ain't gonna beat that up because I don't want nobody to feel beat up if you deal with that. But it's something to look at, and just know that it's okay to receive. Because when it comes to the law of attraction, other people are involved. So you don't want to be blocking the very person that has something to do with a door that you trying to walk through according to what you're trying to attract. If it ain't serving your soul, Let it go. What do we hold on to things for that is no longer necessary, or that is causing us more hardship than benefit? Whether it's whatever, regardless of what it is. And the reason why this is important is because I've heard the oldest souls are the ones who find it the hardest to remember, to wake up, because they go through the worst mess. But that mess that they go through activates something in them that brings them to a place that, if their interest becomes a spiritual path, it becomes a force to be reckoned with. And strangely enough, we all done met these type of people, probably unconscious to our consciousness. So it's important to know when to unplug, just as important as it is to know how to plug in. If you've plugged in, now it's time to know how to unplug from the collective consciousness, because it will burn you out, it will tap you out, it will drain you, it will have you tired, and it will be affecting your personal life. We still talk about law of attraction. Change don't just happen, but change will happen when nothing is happening. I'm gonna say it again. Change don't just happen, but change will happen when nothing is happening. I don't know who that's for. You have to apply something that you know. You have to do it. I can't do it for you, nobody else can. But each and every one of us has to do it for ourselves. You have to apply something that you know to bring about the change that you desire. You create it. And if you're not creating it, then something else is creating it for you. But you create it. I create it through my thought. You create it through your thought. How are you disciplining your thinking to become disciples of what you think? That's not a tongue twister, so I'm gonna repeat it. How are you disciplining your thinking to become your disciples of how you think, of what you think? Meaning, how are you disciplining your thoughts to do the work for you? Because our thoughts are supposed to be our workers. Our thoughts are angels of light, or angels of light that's supposed to go out and do a work for us, attract the thing, connect with the frequencies according to the desired, petition. Nobody taught us this. We have to figure it out. How are you disciplining your thoughts or your thinking to become the disciples of what you think? Your thoughts are the most important thing in the world. Not mine for you. Your thoughts. My thinking affects my world and affects the created reality that I design for myself, and you yours. Our experiences reflect through our thinking, which reveals the nature of the thought that's behind the thing being experienced. Thought and time is the same thing, family. Past, present, and future. So for those of us who have it, now is the time to challenge every old belief system, to challenge every old attitude, to challenge every old emotional and behavior complex that's unnecessary and counterproductive to your growth and soul's expansion. Now is the time. We've been given all the tools to bend ourselves, not bend the spoon, bend ourselves. With that being said, you must be on the watch against selfish, over-opinionated, or pushy tendencies. Take time to relax, recharge, and replenish your inner child. Feel good for no reason at all. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. I love y'all, family. One.